Welcome to another episode of Pistons of Fury. In this episode, we start to disassemble and clean the LS engine for the Mopar wagon. Alright, well, we're back in the shop, and before I do anything else on this engine swap project, I've got to get some things cleaned up. This is just a complete calamity in my garage. I've got tools and parts everywhere. Got to get the hoist out of here. I need some room to work. So we are going to do a little like YouTube style gratification, feels good to clean the garage kind of video. So I'm going to get started on that. Alright, so now that I got some room to work with, what we're going to do today is pull off exhaust manifolds, engine mounts, coils, throw the intake manifold back on, get the oil pan put back on, and get the open holes just kind of taped up. Bought some cleaning supplies, and I got a power washer right here. So we're going to get this thing degreased and nice and clean and ready for whatever comes next. So good news and bad news. Good news is I've got a nice clean engine to work with. Bad news is my duct tape experiment failed and I got water in the cylinders. So now, I guess I have to pull the heads off and dry the water out of there. And at the same time, I guess I could check the condition of the cylinder. So I really was not going to pull the heads on this engine. You know, true to sloppy mechanics form, I was just going to try to bolt it back up and roll with it, but that is not in the cards, so I guess here we go, pulling the heads.
You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever eat tasty wheat? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of?
No, but technically neither did you.
That's exactly my point.
No, but technically neither did you.
That's exactly my point.
No, but technically neither did you.
That's exactly my point. You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of? Tasty wheat. Did you ever taste it? You know what it really reminds me of?
Okay, so I'm kind of at a stopping point here. Have the heads off the engine. So, as you just saw, got through that. Looks like I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do here in the cylinders. Got to, just clean some of the carbon off while I'm in here. I am going to try my best not to do like a whole while I'm in here kind of thing, because that's just going to, this is already, this is AKA project scope creep if you guys aren't in project management or you don't do that professionally in your job. That's what this is called. When one thing happens and it snowballs and leads to another thing, that is exactly what happened. So this, basically my efforts in trying to clean the engine with the pressure washer backfired. My plan with the duct tape backfired, and I got water in the cylinders, so I had to pull them off. Got the water out, so that's all good. Everything's fine. And what this does, it's like a learning experience. Now I get to install LS9 head gaskets and some China head studs. So I'm going to go through that. I'll show you guys how to do that if you haven't seen that already from a lot of the other YouTube videos on the same subject. That's how we're rolling. So I'll be set up for boost. So that's good news. These little 4.8s, they can take quite a lot of boost. Some guys on the forums like Yellow Bullet and stuff are like upwards of 20 psi. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. So what I'm going to try to do now is I've got on order, I have PAC 1218 valve springs. I have a new head gasket set coming. Again, like I said, China head studs. And that should be all I need to get the top end kind of put back together. I'm going to be swapping out the cam, so that's going to be upcoming. I don't know if I'm going to get to that before. It's definitely not going to happen in the next episode. It'll be in the next maybe like 2 or 3 episodes down the line, but I'll be doing the cam swap. And then when I do the cam, the timing chains are so cheap that I may as well get one of those. Once I get that done, then we will button everything back up. That's it for the engine. Nothing else exotic is going on. Nothing else is happening. I've also got the oil pan on order, so I've got to do a custom oil pan just so I can even start to fit it in the car. And then the whole top end situation, fuel, sensors, wiring, all that. So lots more to come. I'm going to park it here for this episode. I am now breaking my own rule about putting stuff on top of the car because that means it's not going to be driving for a while. This is unfortunately the biggest available flat surface in my garage, and this car will eventually need new paint, and I've got a moving blanket on there anyway, so it's no big deal. But yeah, this is where I am keeping everything organized for now. Yeah, just for lack of a better place to put it. Anyway, everything you see here comprises lots of future projects and lots of future episodes. So thank you again for watching. Stay tuned. This will be a fun one. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.